Hey everyone! Grab your magnifying glasses and welcome to today's explainer. Step right into our cute, colorful classroom because today we're going to learn exactly how to decode those massive, impossible-looking words, just like true word detectives. Seriously, I am so excited to guide you through this because we're about to unlock a linguistic superpower that is absolutely going to change how you look at vocabulary forever. Now, big words can definitely look a little scary at first glance, right? I mean, if you've ever watched a National Spelling Bee, you've probably wondered, how in the world did those kids memorize so many giant tongue-twisting words? Well, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. They don't. Today, we're learning the exact secret trick that makes spelling bee champions so incredibly successful. They aren't just memorizing the whole dictionary, nope. Instead, they learn the building blocks of language. So here's our word detective training manual for today's explainer. We'll cover the secret sun root, meet the HELIO family, word detective puzzle pieces, science and school words, and finally a spelling bee boss battle. Let's just dive right in. Starting off with section 1, the secret sun root, unlocking the golden key. Okay, so our secret weapon today is the Greek root HELIO. And the root formula here is incredibly simple. HELIO equals sun. It literally is the golden key. Every single time you see HELIO in a word, no matter how ridiculously long or intimidating that word might be, I want you to immediately picture a bright, glowing sun. Trust me, that one little visual cue is going to do so much of the heavy lifting for you. You know, this root has actually had a really remarkable language journey. It started way back in ancient Greece, where the word helios literally meant the sun in the sky. You know, that giant golden ball that gave warmth and helped all the life grow. From there, it traveled over into scientific Latin, where early scientists adopted it to talk about astronomy and sunlight. And finally, it made its way right into modern English, landing perfectly onto our classroom chalkboards and spelling bee stages today. Moving on to section 2, meet the HELIO family, basic words and their sun-powered meanings. All right, let's meet some of the fundamental HELIO words. Notice a pattern here? Heliocentric means a sun-centered model of the solar system. A heliograph is a sun-writing device. Think of it like a mirror flashing sunlight to send a message. Heliotherapy? Well, that's a doctor's treatment that uses actual sunlight. A helioscope is a special tool for viewing the sun safely. And a heliotrope is this beautiful plant that physically turns toward the sun throughout the day. So the absolute crucial point here is that whether it's a doctor, an astronomer, or a literal flower, every single one of these words connects right back to the sun. Up next is section 3, word detective puzzle pieces, how to snap words together. Go ahead and grab your imaginary magnifying glass. Look at how easy it is to decode words when we just break them apart. It's really just a simple 3-step process. Step 1, you spot our friendly root, HELIO, meaning sun. Step 2, you identify the suffix, like centric, meaning centered. And step 3, you literally just snap them together like colorful puzzle pieces to get your literal meaning, sun-centered. Guys, this is the exact method that's going to help you conquer completely unfamiliar vocabulary. Now, I will say, this root can be a bit of a master of disguise. Sometimes it hides in slightly different forms, like HELIO, HELIO, and HELIACI. Actually, you might see it drop a letter here or there when it's connecting to other word parts. But remember, they are all fruit growing from the exact same tree. They all mean exactly the same thing, sun. And suffixes? They are like an amazing little word machine. They attach right onto our root to explain exactly what type of sun word we're dealing with. Add graphy, and boom, you get heliography, sun-based image making. Add meter, and you have a heliometer, a tool for measuring the sun. You can add pause or sphere for cool space terms like heliopause, the boundary of the sun's influence, and heliosphere, the region around the sun. You can even add latry to get heliolatry, which literally means sun worship. The suffix just tells you the what, while the root gives you the sun. Okay, section 4, science and school words, where HELIO shows up in class. Real quick, before we jump into the school subjects, we definitely need to clear up a really common trap. Just remember, do not confuse HELIO with sol. HELIO is the Greek root for sun, while sol is the Latin root for sun, which is where we get words like solar. They both mean the sun, kind of like two bridges leading to the exact same island, but learning to spot the difference is absolutely going to keep you from getting tricked on a test. Next time you walk through the different stations in your school, you are going to notice HELIO words hiding everywhere. In astronomy, you'll see charts covered in words like heliocentric, heliosphere, and heliometer.
Over in the biology lab, you might study heliotropic plants that physically turn toward the sunlight. Physics covers solar energy, and even in history class, you'll learn about the heliograph, which they used for long-distance signaling in the past. These words basically just explain how the sun affects our entire world.
And finally, Section 5, Spelling Bee Boss Battle, tackling the hardest words. All right, warning, danger ahead. Tricky endings and connecting vowels can scramble even the best spellers out there. Notice that little connecting vowel O in words like heliocentric and heliography. Also, you really have to watch out for words that sound similar but mean completely different things, like heliotherapy versus heliography. You've got to look really closely for those repeating spelling patterns. So, let's level up. These giant national-level words might look like high-level video game obstacles in your path. I mean, heliocentricity, heliophotometer, heliophilus, heliogeology. Wow, they sound incredibly intimidating, don't they? But hey, don't panic. Put on your detective hat. Even the absolute hardest words here still contain our golden key. You see helio, you know you're dealing with the sun. And just like that, you've instantly conquered half the word. Because here's the most important secret of all. Champion spellers do not memorize random words. They learn roots like helio to unlock meanings and spellings. This brilliant little insight is exactly how the top competitors save time, predict spelling patterns, and completely conquer the spelling bee stage. They always think root first. So this is your final champion message today. When you see helio, always think sun. It is absolutely the most important memory cue you can take away from our explainer today. Just lock that simple, powerful formula right into your brain. You are officially a certified word detective, completely equipped to decode the vocabulary around you. So, I'm going to leave you with this final, exciting challenge. Grab your mental magnifying glass, keep decoding, and see what other hidden sun words you can discover hiding in plain sight out in the real world. Keep your eyes peeled and happy word hunting.